need to get knocked down before you can really figure out what your fight is and how you need to fight it. Sometimes you need to feel the pain and sting of defeat to activate the real passion and purpose that God predestined inside of you. God says in Jeremiah, I know the plans I have for you. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. Hear me well on this day. This day when you have reached the hilltop and you are deciding on next jobs, next steps, careers, further education. You would rather find purpose than a job or a career. Purpose crosses disciplines. Purpose is an essential element of you. It is the reason you are on the planet at this particular time in history. Your very existence is wrapped up in the things you are here to fulfill. Whatever you choose for a career path, remember the struggles along the way are only meant to shape you for your purpose. When God has something for you, it doesn't matter who stands against it. If it's meant for you, God will move someone that's holding you back away from a door and put someone there who will open it for you. I don't know what your future is, but if you're willing to take the harder way, the more complicated one, the one with more failures at first than successes, the one that has ultimately proven to have more meaning, more victory, more glory, then you will not regret it. Press on with pride and press on with purpose and appreciate what God has brought you through.
Two, three, four.
I was born by the river in a little tent, and oh, just like the river I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes it will. It's been too hard to live it, but I'm afraid to die, 'cause who knows what's up there beyond the sky. It's been a long time coming. I know, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes it will. And then I go to my brother, and I say, brother, help me please. And he winds up knocking me back down on my knees. Whoa, there been times that I thought, whoa, I would last too long, but now I think I'm able to carry on. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes it will. Oh, yes it will. change. It's gonna change. Oh, yes, it will.
Popcorn World.
Popcorn World. Yeah. Now, yes, I can. So you can get this groove in the back of a can. You can make it round the world when it holds in your hand. Popcorn World. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. I said popcorn make you smile. Ah. Popcorn World. Popcorn World. Popcorn World.
Football might be over for this season, but basketball is in full steam for both pro and college hoops. Hey, it's your man Lloyd Spence, and listen, from all the latest odds, totals, player performance props, to where the next fired coach is going to land, BetOnline is the #1 spot for all your sports betting needs. Here's what you got to do. Head over to the website or use your mobile devices to sign up today and receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Just use our promo code BELIEVE, B-L-E-A-V, to get started. And it's not just basketball. BetOnline is your source for hockey, boxing, and UFC odds right to the Olympic coverage. It is the best in the business. From sports right down to your favorite Vegas casino game, BetOnline is your #1 online wagering destination. So, it's BetOnline, y'all, the fastest and easiest way to wager on all your favorite sports and play your favorite games. So go to BetOnline, where the game starts.
Welcome to Talkin NOIZ, the daily podcast that brings you up to speed and keeps you informed about real issues affecting real people. With your host, Mr. Talkin NOIZ himself, Lloyd Spence. His beautiful wife, Mrs. Noise, Kenyatta Spence. The ever-informed Brother Noise, Alan Brown. And yours cordially, Uncle Noise, Shake Anderson. Come on in and join us as we reveal and opine today's most pressing issues. Real truth while having real fun. Talkin NOIZ is in your house right now. So sit back and enjoy Talkin NOIZ.
Wow, that drink sounded like Cuz was here. What's going on, good people of Noise Media and whatnot? Man, Talk about a weekend of partying. Oh, we was getting our boogie on this weekend. Me and Mama Noise and the Noisemakers, we had fun this weekend. I'm telling you. But I slept pretty long on Sunday. I ain't gonna hold you. I tried to anyway. But I'm better. I'm back. I'm back to the regular scheduled program. Mama Noise ain't ready. Or she's waiting on the call to worship. Maybe that's what it is. Now, are you ready for the call to worship? I know you just poured yourself a tasty beverage. Okay.
That wasn't me. That was my computer.
Okay.
I don't know what's been going on with my camera here lately.
Well, you know what, Al? We're gonna have to just upgrade this at some point here, and that's gonna happen. Are you ready for the call to worship, Al? I mean, are you ready?
I'm gonna throw you some Midnight Star out there. Freakazoid robots, please report to the dance floor.
I don't have that.
No, can't do that one because then Mama Noise screen will open up and she'll swear I was talking to her. So no, I ain't gonna do that one.
Yeah, don't do that one. We have to just go old school, Al.
My.
That boy be playing that organ. Goodness gracious.
It's another day's journey, and we are truly going about it.
Yes, sir.
Glad for many reasons. The Lord woke us up one more again. And as we said on Friday, he didn't let my what was it, Lord? He didn't let my sleep in bed become my cooling board.
Yeah. Nor the tongue cleaves to the roof of my mouth.
Oh, won't he do it?
Won't he
But
do it?
nevertheless, we asked at this time that you would come forward, grab a pew, grab your fan and your bulletin, and prepare yourself for another. In case you missed it Monday, another day of worship, so to speak. Sister Noise, see me after morning worship. We need to work on your attendance and being prompt, but nevertheless.
Oh my!
Noisemakers, help us make some noise on this.
Has there been some complaints? Has there been some complaints?
No.
Okay.
You know how the old preacher he sees something at the corner of his eye and he got to address it.
Yeah. He saw somebody go, you look marvelous.
I saw you sneaking in, Sister Noise. See me after morning worship.
Well, you look marvelous. Let me just tell you.
Always looks marvelous. You look marvelous.
Yes, I am very impressed.
Thank you.
I'm good. I'm up. I'm kind of awake. I'm kind of tired. Gotta wake myself up.
Would you ninjas be surprised to hear that I woke up maybe 11 minutes ago?
That's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be. When the Lord has blessed you with a day of rest and relaxation, you are supposed to take full advantage of that and walk in the fullness thereof. Oh, glory.
I popped up at about 6-ish, 6:20-ish, 6 somewhere in there.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no, is this my day off? Is this what I'm resigned to?
Yeah, no.
Next thing you know,
And you tell that
I was waking myself up snoring.
That's right. You tell that wake up early devil, no, you will not have victory here today.
Shake, shake, shake.
Come on.
Shake the devil off. Shake the devil off.
Woo.
Get up under my feet. Woo.
Shake the devil off. Why is that song so good? It was just, I guess because it was so simple and the meaning.
No, because you got the shake. It ain't too many songs that make you shake.
Well, I don't know in y'all, but most churches I've been in, that's been one of the baby songs.
That's the baby song. Yeah,
Sunshine
yeah.
Bands, the junior choir, and they
Yeah.
just get into it. Shake,
Yeah.
shake the devil. Clapping on the 1 and the 3. Shake,
Yeah.
shake.
Just no rhythm whatsoever.
Like, come on now.
No rhythm whatsoever.
Bless y'all's heart.
Yeah.
Shout out to Enda Blue Designs for this beautiful cowrie shells.
Somebody stole my bracelet in this house.
Cowrie shells and necklace and earrings. Thank you. Noisemaker Dewana, Young Man, and my Sarah.
Young man. No, it is not shake those hoes off. That's not what it is at all.
Maybe that's what it is over at the.
Slide in. It could be a slide in. I don't speak for slide in.
Okay.
They got different type of praise and worship over there.
They got a different kind.
Most of it is led by 808s. Is what
I feel confident in saying that their minister of music is probably singing shake, 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 shake the hose off.
Yeah. Yeah. Mama, you gotta reach the people where they are. That's where they are at Slide In.
Okay, and they also have a bishop named Luke Campbell.
Right.
That's what I'm just saying. Listen,
Campbell.
They're following their mans of God.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of their mans of God, we have an update from Cuz Noise, who is on his trip, as we all know.
Mm-hmm.
He got the baby. The bear and the baby are driving across the countries, this great land of ours, America.
You know, it's a good opportunity to let a child, your young.
You just interrupt me, Mama Noise. Like,
no, I was just thinking about how she's driving on the open road. That's a good opportunity. When
you know what I was thinking? You know, I was thinking that you interrupted me. Like you just bust right into my statement. You cold, man. You cold.
Well, you know, we're one. So.
Well, I was gonna say, you know, we talk about all on the show all the time. Precedent, and precedent for interruption has been set. I ain't saying no names, so
you know what, Al?
Well within precedent.
You know what, Al? I see the mantle of the defender of the earth is in full tact today.
Hey,
jeez.
Defenders of the earth. Precedents. We talk about. Okay.
I just wanted to say that they are in DC. Oh, they've gone to Gettysburg. They're in DC, or they've already done DC. They drove around DC on scooters, and now they are headed toward Annapolis, Maryland, Dover, Delaware, and Trenton, New Jersey. So there you go.
So they're going to be up there with Lieutenant John Day and them up there, and
they will be up there near him. That is very true. Okay, now you can go back to what you were saying earlier. That's all I want to say, Mama Noise.
I was just thinking that that's a nice way to, if you have a young daughter, a young son that is driving, doesn't drive as much, when you let them drive on the open road like that, gives them some experience.
He said she did an excellent job of driving. She did an excellent job. So she's driving her papa around. It makes for a weird trip, I would imagine, because I've never seen them say that she drove around before. So this is very different. But, you know, praise the Lord.
Okay. He told us prior to them leaving that this would be her first opportunity doing a bunch of the driving.
That is correct.
So
that is correct.
Yeah, the more I think about this trip, is, you know, the more I admire it. It's just awesome. Not only what he's doing for their relationship, but what he's doing for Jasmine.
Oh yeah. Listen, the dude that marries Jasmine, as Mama Noise types really loud, the dude that marries Jasmine, because you can hear it. Only reason I'll bring it up because I don't want people going, what does that sound?
Oh my gosh.
All right. The dude that married Jasmine, they got a lot of work to do. A lot. Like,
yeah.
Girl, I'll fly you around the world. Well, my dad has done that. Girl, I'll take you all across these great United States. My dad's done that too. So I got some work to do too, because I gotta put that kind of pressure on my.
I'll take you to cemeteries you've never seen. My dad
does that. My dad does that last week. Like we were there last week doing that.
But the standard's supposed to be that high.
She's gonna have a built-in drop. Baby, lies. My daddy already showed me and told me lies.
Ain't nobody ever treated you like this.
Lies. Yeah, she's gonna have one hell of a husband though, because he's gonna have to get through the filter.
Oh yeah, he got a lot of work to do. That's his bar.
Shout out to Jay Joyner.
Yeah.
And shout out to Opal, who's getting a break from his old cantankerous ass for the next.
Wow.
Shout out to Opal.
Shout out to Opal.
And if he can hear me, damn it, I said it. Shout out to Opal. You ain't got to put up. Shout out with the dog that ain't got to put up with his old ass ignoring him all day long. Shout out to the Joyner household.
I would say shout out to the cat, but the cat doesn't give a damn whether he's there or not. The cat's like, I don't care, whatever.
Yeah, cat's like, let me jump up here so he'll think, blah, blah, blah. Look at me, the cat.
The cat's probably like, oh, he's gone?
Blah, blah, blah.
Cat's like, he's gone? When did he leave? Means nothing to me. It means nothing to me. I run this. King Kong ain't got nothing on me, says the cat.
Oh.
All right. We do have some in case you missed the Monday stuff to go through. And I know I got a lot of different stories up there, but not the story we're leading with. So, we're in the middle of we're not in the middle of anything. We're watching play out in real time a war between Russia and the Ukraine. And things are happening every day. It's a very horrific situation. I don't know where it's headed. I can't tell you that. And I don't really necessarily feel like I'm maybe even qualified to go into the depth of the politics, but I can comment on stories that I am qualified to comment on, such as Brittany Griner being detained in Russia because of a vape pen. So according to TMZ Sports, who broke the story, she alleged to have a vape cartridges in her bag while traveling through the airport, and the Russian authorities have even released a video capturing the moment they searched her stuff. And of course, U.S. officials are working on securing her release, but right now they got her locked down in Russia. She can't leave. And it's from what I understand, I think it's a pretty significant crime.
She's facing up to 10 years.
Yeah.
That's what they said.
10 years in Russia for having a vape cartridge.
In the middle of a war.
In the middle of a war.
So are they going to send in the Marines or somebody to go get her?
Well, no, what they're probably doing is negotiating through back channels a way to release her. I mean, by release her, I mean they're going to figure out a number financially that
they need some money.
Everybody can live with, and then they'll probably let her go.
Russia needs some money. So
so they'll probably come up with a number that they'll probably release her on.
Is there anybody there? I mean, that's negotiating. I mean, it just sounds like in the middle of a war, it seems like there's nobody behind the counter.
Oh no, drugs and weed, I don't think are illegal in Russia. I don't think they are. I don't know. I've been to Russia.
I don't think it's legal either.
Yeah.
Obviously, being in the airport with Habish oil is not. So.
Right. You can't bring vape pens. That's for damn sure.
Well, I mean, you're trying to bring the U.S. over into another country, and they're not having that.
No. She was trying to get out of the country.
But how did she get it in there? Did she get it while she was there, or did she bring it when she came?
That's a great question.
As Unc Noise would say,
therein lies the rub.
Therein lies the rub.
Yeah. Well, her wife made an impassioned plea for the safety of her beloved. She said, "Thank you to everyone who has reached out to me regarding my wife's safe return from Russia. Your prayers and support are greatly appreciated. I love my wife wholeheartedly, so this message comes during one of the weakest moments of my life. I understand that many of you have grown to love BG over the years and have concerns and want details. Please honor our privacy as we continue to work on getting my wife home safely. Let me start with the fact that BG is probably not the best nickname.
I was thinking the same thing. All I can think of is New Orleans.
No, I was thinking Bubble Guts.
No, I was thinking of Baby Gangster.
I was thinking Bowling Green.
See, the fact that none of us were thinking Brittany Griner is a telltale sign that is not the best nickname. So we're gonna slide past that.
But apparently that's what she's referred to throughout the league. BG.
Oh, really?
I've seen several other stories, from Phoenix Mercury execs and teammates, and Angel McCoughtry even referred to her as BG. So
Gotcha. I don't know if you guys have seen the video.
of her in the airport.
Yeah.
What are they doing? Tackling her?
No.
No, I don't think
just
she
typically going through like TSA is what it appears, and
just a regular. I'm loading my stuff up on TSA.
but we know Russia, and what I've yet to hear is anybody in the Griner camp saying that she did not have the Habish oil, that it was not hers, that it was planted, because we know Russia, it has that capability. They aren't above doing that. But I've not heard anybody in the Griner camp say that no, it wasn't hers. They planted it on her. Or
no, I no, you haven't heard that. It's probably hers. I mean, she gives out big vape energy. I won't say that she
Was there a full body cavity search?
No, it was just in a bag.
Well, I mean, usually when you find something, folks is ready to just.
No, they had a K9, and it was probably sniffed out. And upon a deeper investigation, they discovered the brown paper baggish looking package, and therein it lied the Habish oil. Were you going to show the video there, LB?
No, because I was initially, and then the whole TMZ part of it just kind of ruined it for me.
Well, I understood it was in the lining of her suitcase. Like she already knew it wasn't legal, and so she tried to put it in the lining of her suitcase.
No. I have not read that, so that's news to me.
So I was like, in the lining? Oh, she was trying to hide that. And then, dang, I feel sorry for the dogs. They got to know how to smell everything. Or Habish oil? I don't even know what Habish oil is.
You feel sorry for the dogs? I've never heard anybody say that.
I do, because I don't even know what Habish oil is.
It's like gummy.
Hey, watch it.
Go downstairs. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, really?
Watch
We don't
it.
have no Habish oil.
It's the same thing. CBD, it's a marijuana infused oil. Only hers is probably have the TCH. It's probably potent. It's not like just CBD oil. It's probably potent juice.
Yeah, hashish oil is just cannabis. That's all it is. It's just cannabis.
So it is weed.
Yeah, it's weed.
Yeah.
In an oil.
Yes, you put it in your vape pen.
You vape it.
And you
Like
vape it.
kids on the buses do.
The kids on the bus get high as hell.
High as hell.
High as hell. The kids on the bus get high as hell.
And try to cuss you out when you correct them.
Oh my
That
God.
sounded oddly specific. That sounded oddly specific. Just saying.
We speak truth here on Noise Media.
That is very, very, very. By the way, I apologize to the noisemakers. I didn't greet you and say hello to all of you. It's wonderful to have you. I appreciate you. We do have some church announcements because tomorrow Uncle Benny's joining us. And we want to talk about,
now.
yeah, Uncle Benny's coming through
Yay!
Have we failed Breonna Taylor as a people? Have we failed her?
Let me say this. I don't know. Well, I'll wait till tomorrow. I'll let him say that.
Okay.
But I will say that Uncle Benny is like CNN on Facebook. He keeps you informed on what's going on in the political arena. So I appreciate him for that.
Oh yeah. If you're not following Uncle Benny, you're missing out on a lot of stuff. He's a news guy.
See, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say you want to follow him, but then I don't know if he wants his Facebook platform and bombarded by
we'll let that be.
He doesn't really know, so that's why I was like, oh,
yeah, we'll let that be decided tomorrow. I don't know either. Wednesday, she's coming back. The B Michelle is coming back to us. The brand coach. She's going to talk some more about branding and what you need to do to get yourself out there so people can see that you're out there. Thursday morning, we will have Inside the Mind of a Black Man with the thought engineer joining us. That is, listen, let me tell you something. That brother, he looked like he got some deep thoughts. That's just a deep thought picture. Like, I got some things on my mind I want to say. So he's coming through on Thursday. And you say, well, what about Thursday at 8? Are you doing Believing in the ACC? No, because we're doing it Thursday evening, and we're talking to the champions, man. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
So we're doing that. And, of course, the 5. But I haven't put 5 banner together yet. So.
My friend.
Let's see. As a person addicted to marijuana, I don't think it should be legalized. Oh, wow.
That is
I don't think it should be legalized.
Wow. First of all, let's talk about this whole entire sentence. You said as a person addicted to marijuana. I have never heard anyone who was a habitual user of marijuana say that they were addicted. In fact, most that smoke marijuana will say that has no addictive property. But
consider the source, Lord. Consider the source. It is Sean. I might be wrong, but I sense a little satire in Sean's statement.
You think so?
He can clarify, but
I think Sean. No, he said once addicted.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm saying I've never heard anybody tell that truth.
With Sean, I was thinking, that shit got me addicted. No, it shouldn't be legalized. So, okay.
Do you think it's addictive, Al?
I truly believe marijuana is addictive, but I also, like they've been preaching for years, it is definitely a gateway. Once you get used to marijuana, then I got to move on to something else.
Wow.
But I know tons of functioning potheads. Like, they wake up, get baked, shower, go to work, perform their job well, go to lunch, get in their car, get baked again, clock back in from lunch, do their job well. On the way home, get baked some more. So I know some highly functional, addicted potheads.
Wow. This took a turn. I wasn't expecting, but I want to stay here because it's interesting to me. I've never, in all the years that I know, and I know a lot of potheads as well, I've never heard one of them say it's addictive. In fact, that they would defend it to the earth. They say it's calming. They say it's good for your muscles. It's good for your bones. It's good for this. It's good for that. Blah, 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 blah. I've never heard one person say it's addictive. And I never say it out loud, but in my mind, I'm always thinking when they say that they're using it all the time. Like, well, how didn't that the definition of addictive?
That's all I was going to say. It could have all those well-intended effects on someone, but still be addictive.
Mama, no, do you think it's addictive? Do you think marijuana is addictive?
I don't know. I've never had that type of experience, and I don't know, by experience. But I mean, there has to be a reason, and as I'm listening, I'm also doing some research because I believe I'm going to see if we can get one of our sorors on the show that owns a CBD business.
Okay.
She owns a business because every time I talk to her about pain in this area or something like that, she's like, all you have to do is, and she recommends it and says it's highly recommended, and she can't keep the products on her shelf or something like that because of but I don't know the differences. So I'm going to see if I can get her to come on the show to kind of clarify some things.
And let me interrupt and agree with Sean. Yeah, I wasn't intentionally trying to specify potheads, but yeah, those other narcotics as well. People function well on high levels off of them as well.
Buff Love says for mentally weak-minded individuals, it can be.
Oh.
This is a conversation that we stumbled into.
Listen, did we?
Yeah, it sounds like one we're going to have to get deeper into because this is a very interesting conversation. Mm-hmm. I know on Wednesday, I just wanted to bring this up too. I'm dramatically changing the subject, by the way, because I forgot to add this to the list, and I while it's on the front of my mind, I want to put it on there. On Wednesday, we will celebrate the 25th. Can you believe it's been 25 years since the murder of the Notorious B.I.G.?
25
years. That will go down on March. It happened March 9th, 1997. And so it'll be 25 years on Wednesday. Obviously, we have a guest on Wednesday, so we won't get to go deep into it. But I just thought I'd give everybody the opportunity because I remember where I was when I heard it, and I didn't believe it, to be honest with you. I was like, what? That don't make sense. And then I was like, wow, first Tupac, then Biggie? That's crazy. But then immediately after that, you going, Suge did it. And I think a lot of people still think Suge did it. Maybe he didn't pull the trigger, but he has something to do with it.
I know we're going to talk about it on Wednesday because, that's how we do. But, the further and further I get into conspiracy theories, I don't know if he did. I think that, the nation was tired of the East Coast, West Coast thing and said the only way to dead this issue is to get rid of the heads of both sides.
But did that squall it? Did that?
It just seemed like, huh?
What nation?
The United States, our government got tired of the East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast, and then once the two heads of the East and the West Coast, the two people who was the ones fueling the East Coast West Coast battle or what have you, once they were removed, it's almost like it was non-existent.
So it is your position that our government would want black folk to squash a beef and stop killing one another?
Well, it would if it starts to draw in more than just us.
I could not disagree with you more.
That comes as a surprise.
Yeah, I don't because it was the media that was driving the beef.
Yeah, but they didn't mind the beef until it started to get cooked up and started causing people to be loss of life. It was to such a degree where you couldn't even say nothing. Where it was no longer just media thing. It was folks to just be like, ready to just cut you or fight you or shoot you all over who you chose.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't. I don't think it had anything to do with the nation as you put it.
I'm sorry, I should have said the government.
And I may have to limit your documentary watching at this point.
What?
Because that thing came off the rails just now.
You're grounded.
Right, just for a day or so. Just watch some cartoons or something. I don't know. But I do want to ask this question. In regards to the death itself, because Daniel Bell said something and Ron said something. Why do we care? Well, we care because we feel like we know this person. We feel like their music or their celebrity has influenced our lives, which brings me to this question: whose celebrity death, if any, maybe there were none, but whose celebrity death has had the most impact on you as a person?
Overall.
And celebrity doesn't just mean singer. It could mean political. It could mean artistic. It could mean, singer, actor, whatever. Ron says none.
In hindsight, it would be, of course, Martin Luther King, but that's not my number one choice because I didn't live in that era. It happened prior to me. But you would be surprised to know that mine was probably Robin Williams.
Really?
Yes, because I've always loved Robin Williams, Mork and Mindy, and
yeah.
And I was like, oh, he makes people laugh. He's got it. He's happy. He's always happy. You saw all his interviews. He was always cutting up. And then you said, wow, if this person can be miserable, it's like, man. So that really kind of, hey, wake up. Not everything you see is real.
That's interesting. Wow. You're right. Well, I'm surprised to hear you say that. Wow. Chad said Aaliyah as well. James said Cicely Tyson. Okay. Wow.
Well, he said Kobe Bryant first.
Well, I don't know. I put okay. Yes.
You know what? Kobe was big.
Kobe was, I think, for me, was the most shocking celebrity death. That was the most shocking because you just he was so young and you're like, what? Kobe Bryant? Kind of random.
I've never seen the death of a celebrity affect the men and children so greatly like Kobe Bryant. I mean, the guys was just like, not to say that there's not celebrity deaths all the time, but when he died, it was like Lloyd was going back and forth for all the media outlets like, this is false news. This has got to be false news. This can't be accurate. This can't be accurate. Because they kept giving out, so many people were trying to be first at delivering the news. And they were talking about all the people on board. No, he's not on board. I think he missed the helicopter. I don't think he was on that one. It was so much going on, swirling around, trying to determine if he was even on the helicopter. But when it was confirmed, I never seen, I can't speak for all men, but black men was suffering.
I would venture to say that it was not all men. And I'm glad you said that. And I would say, as a Christian, God doesn't make mistakes, and I totally agree. But Kobe's death was probably the one death that I wish could not have had happen. And I say in the sense, I understand it was just an accident, and yes, accidents happen. So I wasn't shocked by that because yes, we know accidents happen, but I regretted that happened because he was literally defying the odds and doing the right thing. He made bad moral judgments and in his marriage, but he had gotten past that. They had moved on from that, and he had been successful as an athlete, and now he was being successful in his post-athletic career, and it had nothing to do with going into commentating. You know how they moved from the sports to behind the camera.
Right.
It had nothing to do with that. So he was being successful outside of the sports arena, raising his daughter, writing books, winning Grammys.
Yeah.
So that's the one that although not shocking, that I regret, because he was doing so much for young black men, young black athletes. Like, there are other options. You can be great even after bad mistakes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Nothing else epitomizes we fall down but we get up, other than Kobe Bryant's relationship as a father, husband, so on and so forth.
I would say Kobe for me, but I think even bigger than Kobe was probably Prince. That one shocked me too, like just kind of an out of the blue, like, wait, what?
Oh my gosh.
The video of him sneaking in and out of doctor's offices getting prescriptions.
Yeah. I was just like, wow, I didn't realize it was wow. So I don't know. And that's where my conspiracy theory lies, because I'm going, I don't know. It just was shocking. It was, obviously Michael, obviously Whitney were shocking as well. But for me personally, Prince was the one that kind of got me like, okay, you got me on that one. Like,
Well,
I
will say it was Tupac. For me, at that time in my life, it was overwhelming, because I was like, okay, if 50 Cent can survive being shot all them times and come back, and he's still walking around, surely Tupac can. Huh?
Never mind.
I was like, surely Tupac can. I was like, he'd been shot before, he recovered, he's in Las Vegas. It's not like he's in some little raggedy city. He's in a modernized city that should have modern facilities to be able to take the best care of him.
Please ask.
Can I just tell you, why were you shocked by that?
I told you it was a different time period for me, and I, being a huge Tupac fan, I was just like, that's not the way he's gonna go. It's not gonna be,
You really thought that?
That was her Bambi days, man.
That was your Bambi day. Because can I be honest with you? This is just me being transparent. I never thought he'd go any other way.
No, I
live fast. Would you be surprised? Because there is, amongst the 20-somethings, there is a growing belief that he's not dead. Although I do not follow that.
There are a lot of people that subscribe to the Machiavelli theory, the truth of the story of Machiavelli, that he changed his name and he lives on an island and blah 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 blah.
I heard that.
Whatever. And maybe that's whatever.
And even some celebrity was being interviewed or something like that, and they asked him. They said, "Do you believe that Tupac is alive and living somewhere else?" And he said, "I can't answer that." And so
I don't know if I buy any of that, but I wasn't shocked by any. Matter of fact, I remember where I was. I was walking into choir rehearsal.
Okay,
I was like,
let's just deal with that. Okay, that's where you were. That's what you were into at that time. See, that wasn't where I was at. So to me, it was like, I remember when you and I met on my table, the book, people have picture books, large art books and stuff on their coffee tables. Mine was the full-fledged glossy pictures of Tupac on my table.
I felt bad for him, but I was not shocked by it at all.
But see, the reason why you was like, I felt bad for him, but I wasn't too shocked.
I
because
wasn't.
you was a Biggie fan. But then when Biggie got killed, it was like, oh snap, somebody do something.
But no, that's not what it was at all. I wasn't shocked because he lived his life that way. Like, he lived his life.
Weren't you still on campus?
I was still on campus. Yes. He lived his life in a very reckless kind of way. So it's like, yeah, that's about right. And then I like Sean's question. Isn't it weird that most of the people died were trying about to change and possibly to have big impact on the community? It's a very good point. Nipsey is another one. Nipsey kind of hit me in a different way. Like I was just, it was kind of ironic because I was just starting to familiarize myself with his music and his activities. And I was like, wow, here's a young brother in hip hop doing some really positive things. Because at the time, admittedly, I was saying, man, hip hop is trash right now. Because I think the Migos was still popping real hard and Lil Uzi Vert and all these other, mumble rappers. I'm like, ugh. And then uprises J. Cole, uprises Kendrick Lamar, uprises Nipsey Hussle. And I'm going, okay, I like this. I like Nipsey. Okay, I'm feeling this. And then, man, that was kind of a shocking death as well. But I never thought Tupac was going to end any other way than the way he ended, if I'm being honest.
I did.
I'm surprised that you thought differently. Now, I think his fans thought that maybe he would grow out of it because he's starting to do movies and he's starting to kind of get into a different realm. But he was such a Jekyll and Hyde type person. Like at any given day, Tupac would give you a new Tupac. And so one minute he's kicking somebody's ass in the middle of a casino. The next minute he's giving out turkeys in the hood. Like he was that kind of dude. So I don't know. I just never thought that he would end. I don't know. I never thought that it would end any other kind of way, if I'm being honest.
I listened to all of
I don't mean any disrespect to him, but I'm just saying
and listening to all of his music, he always talked about that he wasn't going to be here long. And he always talked about that he was going to die a young death. But I don't know. I did not. I know you say, his music tells you that. But I mean, I guess I didn't. Because like I said, he always seemed to bounce back. So I was like, okay, well then. I heard what they said. Oh, he's been shot. He going to be all right. And then when they was like, no, he's gone. It was like, he's gone? That was just hard for me to.
Even Biggie said that. Biggie said that in a famous, now very famous BET interview on Rap City. They asked him about the death of Tupac, and he said, well, I heard it when he got shot. I said, oh, well, that's just Pac. He'll get, dude will bounce back, and he'll be all right. He'll make an album about it, and that'll be the end of that. So I think a lot of people thought that. But I felt like his days of trouble would last longer, a little bit longer, before there would ever be any days of triumph. Because he just, he'd make a great movie and then you'd hear something about a court case. He'd make a great album and then you'd hear something about he whooped somebody's ass. It was just, that's just who he was. He just, I
don't know if it can be explained, but, I think sometimes when a person is just so creative and so gifted without, I just keep thinking about people that get to that level and you don't have somebody that, if you don't have it yourself, but somebody to help you to be like, look, you got to stay on course, stay the path. You can't be out doing this and you can't be out doing that. I don't feel like he had that type of circle around him. I think everybody was just like, let's go for it. Let's do it. Let's, no matter the trouble or confusion or whatever, just so many things in his life, or so many points that I remember in reading, not that I knew him personally, but I'm just saying that it just looked like so many situations he got in and that he didn't have that circle around him of people that was really for him. They was more like taking from him than being for.
That can be said about most celebrities, though. I mean, a lot of celebrities don't have support systems, so I'm not gonna say Tupac was unique in that regard.
You don't want to say nothing about him being unique.
What are you talking talking about?
You just like, well, I mean, all celebrities have that. I mean, that's not a big deal. Let's just change lanes and start talking about Biggie then, since that's where your loyalty abides.
Well, the 25th anniversary of Biggie's death is.
And see, there we have it.
It's not September yet. No, not in September.
Maybe in September we'll talk about your guy.
What?
Yeah. We were saving it all for the 26th year of Tupac's.
There you go.
That means it's already the 25th already passed, and we didn't talk about it.
Oh, we missed it. Well, I ride harder for my guy than you.
Yeah, that's it. That's that.
It's kind of like Lloyd's birthday and your anniversary. Isn't his anniversary death like right around 9/11, somewhere in there? What did like
September 7th or something like that.
So kind of gets lost.
You got to move on, Mama Noise. It's gone. It's over.
Yeah, Jada. Let's let your Tupac thing go, Jada.
I don't do entanglements.
We need to do a blue table,
right,
a blue table talk.
I don't do entanglements. So
that's right, dude. We don't do entanglements.
Let me try to throw me over there in the Kool-Aid with
right, doggone it. We don't do entanglements.
It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up back.
I have a weird story I'd like to bring to the table if y'all don't mind.
That comes as no surprise.
Can we take a vote?
No. Sherry Pippen. No, I'm sorry. Sherry Papini arrested for lying about kidnapping by 2 Hispanic men to go cheat on her husband. Okay. Oh, I have an emergency call. You have to take this.
Okay.
Did she not learn from Juicy Smollett?
I'm just saying.
Quit trying to frame these dudes.
Thank you, Sora, Nicole. Thank you. I appreciate that. They be trying to comfort me sometimes.
That's my fam. That's my cuz. What's up, cuz?
Yes, they should have learned from Juicy. And furthermore, I don't know what's the delay on him getting his charges or whatever, because he had the whole city of Chicago on lockdown, talking about I think they said we want $100,000 worth of man hours that we pay to have somebody track down two white dudes talking about you that dude from Empire. So yeah, she should have learned, but that's awful peculiar that seems to be the thing, and I feel so sorry for the different brothers that have to deal with those type of situations.
Okay. All right. I apologize. That had to be done. And hopefully.
And hang on real quick. While we got Nicole's ears, shout out to her son, her oldest, my little cousin, Darius Brown, running track for
Manual High School.
Yeah, Nicole.
He runs for DePaul University.
Oh, nice.
Out there winning medals, and on his way to championships in the future because he finished second place in his event as a freshman. So he's doing his thing up at DePaul University. So shout out to Darius Brown. Shout out to Nicole and John Brown for raising a wonderful young man.
Well, all right. And shout out to the Olympics who should be seeing him soon.
I'm not be surprised. He's out there doing his thing.
I like it. All right. Let me tell y'all about Sherry Papini.
Yeah.
Papini.
All right. So she claimed that she got kidnapped by 2 Hispanic men. That's what she claimed.
Okay.
Right? Oh my God, I was in such danger. Oh my God.
Oh my God. She was clearly lying.
Clearly lying. This was clearly lying. So she had been reported missing November 2nd. And they found her on Thanksgiving Day, weeks after weeks of searching in California and several nearby states.
You said weeks after searching?
Weeks. Yes, 3 weeks of searching. And then this past Thursday, they arrested her ass on charges of lying to federal agents about being kidnapped and defrauding the state's victim compensation board of $30,000.
So was she somewhere butt naked on the beach?
She was actually staying with her former boyfriend nearly 600 miles away from her Orange County, Southern California home. That's where she was at. She was kicking it with her main.
All this for $30,000.
She
could have took out a second mortgage for more than that.
Yeah.
If she needed money. Come on.
Yeah.
Man.
So Miss Papini, you said?
Yeah, Papini.
Was she this is a white woman?
I was gonna say, do we even have to play a game?
I mean,
because she could have been iDally.
Look, we need some game music. Guess whose skin she's in?
Guess whose skin she's in?
Although we were wrong last time, but this time.
No, this time we were spot on. Matter of fact, it was the boyfriend, I think, that is the star witness. Because he told investigators that Papini stayed with him at his house during the time she was gone, and she had asked him to come to Reading to pick her up, though he said they never had sex.
Lies. Wow.
They could have had Bill Clinton type sex, you know.
And she also scammed $49,000 out of a GoFundMe.
Wow. See, Chad says she wanted that pop penis.
So,
Chad, your lunch break is over. Go back to work.
Here's the funny part about this, because we really haven't got to the funny part yet.
Oh, it gets better?
In my mind, it does.
Okay.
At the time that all this went down, she was a stay-at-home mom, and her husband worked at Best Buy.
Damn.
So,
oh my gosh,
you can stay at home on Best Buy money?
I didn't know. It's in Orange County Best Buy.
Apparently, maybe he was like a manager or something.
Maybe they pay more money in Orange County.
Although the Red Bullseye Company is about to increase their minimum.
Oh, $24 I heard. Yeah, $24.
Mama, don't say the name Mama Noise.
So I'm just gonna say.
Are you talking about Target?
Oh God.
I had no idea that was a secret.
Just giving away money. Just giving away.
We try not to advertise people's.
Oh, yeah. That's
so
right.
They're sharing Papini and her boo. He doesn't have on his Target. I mean, his Best Buy gear, but there he is right there.
That's the husband.
Oh, that's the husband.
That's the husband.
She was shacking up with the boyfriend. Oh,
yeah.
Some old entanglements though.
So let me.
We need that at the red table.
Yeah. So let me say this. Let me just because she was a stay-at-home mom, and I blame Lifetime for all of this.
Yeah.
And let me explain. Let me just explain it. You can sit home and watch the movies back to back. The Sharon Lieberman story, the Debbie Downer story, the whatever story that they got going that particular day. And they all end the same way, hurting woman, a disconnected husband, and an entangled love relationship. They're all the same on Lifetime. And in her mind, she cooked up this entire story and was like, I'm about to get paid in this. So I get it. But you can't reenact Lifetime movies in real life. It's called Lifetime Network.
Oh my God.
Real Life Network. You can't do what you just saw on TV. That's not a thing. So I think she has another countersuit coming.
Maybe she misinterpreted.
I think she should sue Lifetime.
People be like, well, you don't know, but there are guys that be like, let me come and take you away for the weekend. I'm gonna kidnap you out of the and take you up to somewhere like the Poconos or something. And you be like, for real? trying to kidnap me? Oh, okay then. And didn't know that it was, I got to
Okay,
tell.
man, just because he say he gonna kidnap you, that don't mean you're supposed to go tell other people that.
Well,
Like,
she had to tell her.
Hey, oh my God, he kidnapped me.
But in order to get away from her husband, did they have kids?
She's a stay-at-home mom.
Oh, okay. So she had to get away from the husband and the kids?
I guess. I mean, that's what it appears.
To go be with the boyfriend for weeks. What was her plan on being returned? That she thought somebody was going, oh, look, I was discovered at a Target.
And show you how gangster she was, the husband, Keith Papini, found her cell phone, earphones, and that's how he knew something was wrong, because he found all of that, and she didn't pick up the kids from daycare.
That was his clue?
That was the clue.
Did you let the people know that she got away with this for nearly 5-6 years?
Oh, I forgot to mention that. Yeah.
What?
This is a recent.
Back in 2016.
Yeah.
But the FBI's like, you know what? We not through with you.
What?
Who was the investigator? It must have been a black dude on that case, because he was like bullshit. Like
this shit don't add up.
Unbelievable.
I could just see some black dude listening to all this, trying to convince his white coworkers, hey y'all, this is bullshit. Why we y'all just believe everything y'all hear? Y'all believe it?
Okay. Well, how was she found? How did they find her?
Let's see. According to the story, they found her on Thanksgiving Day with bindings on her body and injuries including a swollen nose and a brand on her right shoulder that she claimed was given from the two Hispanic. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. I said there were two Hispanic. Is it two Hispanic men or women? I'm confused because the story's confusing now. Because at one point they're saying it's she had been reported missing November 2nd. She told authorities at the time she was kidnapped at gunpoint by two Hispanic women, even providing descriptions to the FBI of details of the purported abduction, i.e. the Lifetime movie. Sketches of the alleged captors were even released by the FBI. So imagine this. The FBI has been given these pictures and a story, and the black dude on the FBI is like, I'm telling y'all, this is bullshit. This is not real. I seen this girl on the Lifetime channel. I seen it. Nigga, this is Vivica Fox. This is Vivica Fox.
This is Orange is the New Black.
I know Vivica Fox when I see her.
No, she done seen Orange is the New Black, and
so the money, the $30,000 came from the California Victims Compensation Board.
Wow.
They were like, "Oh my God, Sherry, you've been through such an ordeal. We want to make sure that we, give you some money for your pain and suffering."
Cut her the check.
They cut her a $30,000 check. So couple that with the $49,000 she got from the GoFundMe, she made about 80 grand or 70 grand, 80 grand.
But,
wow.
And she want to get away with it.
They didn't sleep together. You know how this all broke from what I just read. They found some discarded garments in 2020. And after further investigating and DNA testing, the ex-boyfriend's DNA was found on the discarded garments. She told investigators that the undergarments that she was wearing at the time she was discovered were the same undergarments that she was wearing on the day she was kidnapped, which was false. They eventually found in 2020 the undergarments that she discarded. They tested those undergarments and his DNA was on.
But what made them investigate? That's the thing that's throwing me off. Like, I'm telling you, it had to be a black dude.
Oh yeah,
because only a black dude was gonna read through that and say, "I'm telling y'all, this is some bullshit." Like I can hear the frustration in his DNA. Like, nah.
Yeah, you know, in some little bitty a police office in some little cigarette smoke filled detective's office, there was a chief that walked in and said, "What's got you perplexed, Willie Earl? What you think?"
Right.
Willie Earl.
Are they gonna hire an FBI agent named Willie Earl?
Well, what's got you perplexed? What you thinking?
I'm gonna tell you exactly what
I'm
it
thinking
is.
this shit don't add up.
This ain't adding up there at all.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. She didn't pick up she was 600 miles from the house.
Dang.
See, that's what happens when you fast forward through movies on Lifetime. She didn't watch all the details.
You got to watch all of it. Yeah,
she
you
didn't
got to
watch
watch
all the details. So she missed some important parts of the movie.
This is crazy. But you know what's really sad is it seems common that it, you know, first they try to blame it on Hispanic or black or, you know, and folks is like, oh my gosh. Yes.
I want to make sure everybody heard the last part of what we said. Because I don't think y'all heard it. Isn't it? I don't feel like that the reaction to it has been enough here in the chat. They claim she was gone 3 weeks and they didn't have sex. So to recap.
Can I pose a question?
Go ahead.
How many men would participate in a kidnapping scheme with your ex-girlfriend, side piece, it sounds like, and not get a little something?
And she's staying in your house for 3 weeks. So that's what made the black dude say, this is bullshit. This is.
Al, did I hear you correctly that she tried to say that she had the same panties on from the time she was abducted to the time?
Well, you have to say that. You can't say you change your panties. You can't do that.
That'd be too much like right.
Well, it's a kidnapping. In a kidnapping, you don't change your
care if
panties.
you take a shower.
Yeah, in a kidnapping, they just tie you up. And
however, your ex-boyfriend would be concerned with you taking a shower.
That is true.
So she told him she had the same panties on for 6 weeks. How long was she gone?
They bought that story for 5 years because those discarded garments were not discovered till 2020.
And the boyfriend said he ain't sleep with her.
Did anybody snip the panties when they got her? When they picked her up, they were like, "Hey man,
I'm sure Willie Earl snipped them." But at that point, though, they were 4 or 5 years old.
Right. But no. But I'm saying, even in the moment, somebody should have said, "Well, take your panties off," and then they'd be like, "These don't smell like 3-week-old panties. These smell
3-week-old panties.
Like you got these at the local Walmart 10 minutes ago. Like this."
No, they got them down at the Piggly Wiggly.
Oh man. Yeah, just tell somebody you want to leave. Why are we going through such elaborate? Which is why I blame Lifetime. Listen. If you sick of this dude and the Best Buy money ain't getting it done for you, just leave. You ain't got to draft up no Oscar. Now I'm interested in the story. I'll be honest with you. Now I want to see this on Lifetime or episode of Law and Order.
So now she's facing up to $500,000 fine and 20 years in prison as a Wahite woman. How much of that do y'all think she'll serve? Especially as a seemingly attractive.
You know what? That's a great question. I'm gonna tell you why. Because if it was under normal circumstances, I'd say, yeah. If it was under normal circumstances, I'd say, no, she probably ain't gonna do much time.
You missing what I'm showing here.
No. I see what's going on.
Best Buy money gets you in a private jet.
Well,
a private jet.
Best Buy plus $80,000. That's it's StreamYard, y'all. It's not us.
Oh, I thought it was I was like, damn.
Yeah, I did too.
I was like, usually my internet tells me I'm about to take a break. But
yeah, no. It was StreamYard. StreamYard was letting us know in the background, which is the source we use. Yeah, they were like, we ran into some stuff.
So it kicked us out of the whole show.
Yeah. No, we're good. Everybody's good. We're all live.
We're still live. Okay.
Yeah, everybody's live. So
But you know what? It actually did us a favor.
What do you mean?
Because there was a whole lot of comments that were on screen on one here where we are, and then on Facebook it was giving you a whole nother set of comments that weren't on screen. So they all lined up now.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, thank y'all for staying with us. I was gonna say something before. I can't remember what it was. I've lost my train of thought, as they say.
We covered the $80,000.
Well, we were talking about
private
it
jet.
had to do with, yeah. I was talking about the private jet. Could it have been that that it was in Orange County? Let's start there.
Now, I think your last statement that I heard, you said this is post.
Right, that's post the $80,000. I think that don't look like free. Well, I know what I was going to say. So, had it just been that she pissed off local authorities, she might not have to do 20 years. Like, she might do like 5. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 3. Get off at 18 months on good behavior. But when you start pissing off the FBI and making them look bad, that might do some time. They don't like to be embarrassed. The FBI don't like to be embarrassed.
The part that I find kind of scary is that a story like this will end up being something that a certain streaming company will say, if you let us buy the rights to this story, we'll pay you so we can put it on our streaming.
Are you talking about Netflix? See, now you know how it feels, right?
First of all, I don't think that's a certain streaming company. I think that's every streaming company, every single one.
No, some of them got a little more dignity.
Because I'm telling you.
Well,
I was going to say, name the one that does, because I don't know if that's true.
Listen, there is right now on Netflix, there's a movie called, is it called Movies? When they put them on there and they're different episodes? Is it called a movie when it has episodes?
It's called a series, Mama Noise. You're in the entertainment industry. You can't get this wrong.
It's called Inventing Anna.
That's a series.
And it's a true story.
That would make it a docuseries.
Right. So she came to the U.S., she came over here, and she kept telling people she was a German heiress and that her trust fund money was tied up.
Are you literally going to give the plot away?
No, that's the part.
See it.
No, I'm saying that anyway, she's telling the whole story is being told from jail.
Gotcha.
And so it took Shonda Rhimes to say, this story's hot. Can we buy the rights from you? And she's like, sure you can. So now she sold the rights to the story. The book is being written, yet being behind bars. They're trying to have a law that says you don't get no Netflix money, you don't get no book story money, you don't get none of that. If you go to jail, you just go to jail.
I think they should allow, but I would force you to pay for your own housing.
Ooh, I like that.
If we paying for it, and you signing book deals, you putting out man, that's a whole nother show.
You know what, Al? I've never thought of it until just now, but I really like what you just said.
Meanwhile,
if your income levels change while you in jail, you probably need to pay.
You need to be. It's no different than an elderly person. having to go to a nursing home. And what do? They make you sign over their whatever income they got, be it SSI, pension, to pay for the facility, right?
Right.
So, you in prison, you sign a record deal, you sign a book deal, you sign a movie deal, you need to pay for your own housing and room and board. Did you get the video I sent you last week where they were grilling on the steps in prison?
Oh, yeah.
I did, but I didn't know what they were grilling.
Did it make a difference? They were making hibachi in prison, an open flame.
It was an open fire, yeah.
Well, Al, sometimes you get bored.
No, player. Y'all living the life. Y'all living the best life. I don't have no hibachi grill up in there.
They made it. It wasn't a real hibachi. They made it.
It was where people put their feet at.
Tinky. What?
It's where people put their feet at. They walking on there.
They had one of them big industrial baking sheets, but the fire was underneath the grade of the step.
Right.
But nevertheless, they
I'll be honest with you. I don't want
hibachi. They're in prison having hibachi parties.
I don't want hibachi that tastes like feet, though. I don't want that. All right, that's fair. We'll digress.
Touche, nigga. Touche.
We'll digress. What else is going on in the world today, as they say? In case you missed it, Monday is the title for today's show. We're giving you the news that you missed over the weekend. Oh, man, the late, great Bookman.
Mm-hmm.
Whose name also is John Brown.
John Brown, yes.
Not Nicole's John Brown, but John Brown nonetheless.
Yes, he passed this weekend. I have a slight confession.
You had a crush on him?
No, hell no.
What?
What are you doing right now?
Boy.
I didn't know he was still alive. I didn't know.
I didn't either.
I know that's rude, but I'm not trying to be. It was shocking to know that he had passed, especially since I didn't know he was still here. So that was the whole story was actually shocking. So I don't mean any disrespect, but it was just I was shocked by the whole thing. Mm-hmm. But shout out to him and the character that he made iconic in that character he made iconic.
Collectively as a company, we are horrible.
What do you mean?
I don't know how many people, how many celebrities, either you, Mama Noise, myself, or Dr. Smith, be like, oh, they not dead? I thought they was already dead.
I don't mean for it to be like that. It's
like it's hard to get surprised by the death when you thought they was already dead. I'm more surprised that they were still living.
Yeah, I was kind of. I ain't gonna lie. I hate to say that, and I know it sounds horrible, but
yeah, we are horrible.
It's true, and
we are. As the old saints would say, "Oh, charge it to my head, not
my heart." There's a breaking news right now. I guess this is breaking news. The Supreme Court will not be reviewing the decision to free Dr. Cosby from prison. They said, gone with all that. They will not be reviewing that at all. Wow.
As old as he is and in the condition that he is, why would you even waste time trying to appeal that?
I think people are just, they just want him to pay, I guess. I don't know. Pay for what he did, I guess. But they're not going to review it. It's over.
Well, they will. I've seen where they've been searching for someone that was top 10, did this or that, and they be wanting to put that person in jail when they like 90 years old or in a wheelchair or something like that. They be like, still, that person did something wrong. I'm gonna need you to put him behind bars.
Right. What were they reviewing?
The freeing of.
Okay, so they were they were petitioning to have the decision to let him out overthrown.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So
yeah. And then the Supreme Court was like, let's move on. That dude is old. Let's move on. In what was arguably the most shocking video of the weekend, but not really shocking, and I'll explain what I mean by that in just a second. R&B sensation, K. Michelle.
Oh no!
Was at a concert this weekend, and in K. Michelle fashion, she was singing, she was sitting, and she was singing and serenading her audience, and decided right in the middle of the song, as the people were singing along with her, to pull down her top and expose both her left and right breast. Now, many were shocked by this activity, but in doing further research, I have discovered that this is not a one-off with K. Michelle. This is actually something that her and her fan base are accustomed to. She does this quite often at her concerts. She is in the middle of a song, just randomly, sometime during the middle of the song, right? Maybe after the second chorus or right before the bridge or right before the final ad-lib, she'll flash her breast to the crowd. That is a thing that she does. But in the midst of,
so to speak.
Huh?
Her stick.
That's her stick. It's one of her sticks.
M.O.
But in the midst of this story, something very disturbing came to my attention about this story. I don't know 5 people that can name a K. Michelle song. I know K. Michelle songs because I got interested in something that she did, and I heard it. I was like, wow, that's a really good song. And so I heard some other songs, and now I know, some of her songs. In fact, one of her albums I thought was very, 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 very good. But most people, I would say 98% of America, that has no idea.
Can we change the parameters of this game?
Sure, go ahead.
Almost sort of like 5 degrees, 6 degrees of separation.
Okay, go ahead.
Do you know 5 people that have been to a K. Michelle concert?
Ooh.
Do you know anybody that's been to a K. Michelle concert?
Does she have concerts?
Well, I assume she has concerts.
I mean, is she like somebody who's on the
obviously she has concerts, Mama Noise. She pulled her breast down at one.
I'm saying, is she one who goes to?
The girl showed her whole titty.
She did.
I'm saying, is she one that is on the bill with somebody bigger?
No.
Oh, like the undercard.
No. Now to be fair, I think she's only doing venues that are smaller. Like, she's not out here trying to do Madison Square Garden. That's not her thing. But she out here showing her titties. That's what she doing.
Live at the Velvet Rose. What?
That was rude, Mama Noise. That was you didn't have to do that.
She do the hole in the walls.
She may do all of it. Listen, a concert is a concert. It doesn't matter how big it is. If they paying you a check.
Who was that chick used to come to Louisville all the time? It was like, man, you ever gonna do a big venue? Can I get a refill?
Elle Varner.
She used to come down to that little Cole's place or a little hole in the wall down in Louisville.
No, she's never going to do a big venue.
Can I get a refill?
And I'm telling you, K. Michelle has an album that I really, really like. What is the name of that album? Now I can't remember.
Now you don't even know the name of the album.
Really like it.
What was your favorite song?
There's
Exactly.
a song. No, stop it.
Give me 2 songs.
I can't handle all this pressure.
Just tell us the year it came out.
No, I'm gonna give you the
Tell me the
name.
year it came out.
I'm gonna give you the actual name.
No, you are having to look it up. I
am having to look it up because I don't listen to it all the time.
You said it was.
It was a good album. It was. It's called Anybody Want to Buy a Heart.
How anybody want to buy an album? What?
That is not the name. That is not the name. That's not the name. It's called Anybody Want to Buy a Heart. And I'll tell you exactly the songs that were the standout. God, I Get It. That was a great song on there. Drake,
what?
God, I Get It.
She had gospel songs on there?
I wouldn't call it a gospel song. It's like a country song. But it was very good because it talked about how all
I'm trying to recollect.
I am recollecting. It talked about all the times that she had made mistakes and how she should do better with her life and make better choices and that kind of thing.
Obviously didn't learn.
Well, that's true. I didn't say she listened. I didn't say she was a student of her own.
Wow.
I just said
Al just went for the jugular cut.
Yeah. She's a song called Build a Man. That was good.
Build a Man.
Build a Man.
Like Build-A-Bear. You just mentioned that.
It'd be like Build-A-Bear. And then she's got one called Drake Would Love Me.
What?
Drake Would Love Me.
Drake
yeah.
would love me.
Would love me, yes.
Then you said the first song was by Val.
No, that's not what I said at all. The first song is actually on that album was called Judge Me.
You only know that because you're looking it up on Google.
I had to because I don't remember. I haven't listened to it in years.
I mean, yeah, but you like trying to say the names like, oh yeah, it was
No, but I remember the song, Mama Noise. I remember the song. I just didn't remember the album.
I have never, ever heard you.
How many units did
Michelle?
How many units?
Yeah, how many?
I don't know, about 40, 45. What are you talking about right now? I'm just
we're still trying to determine the 5 people that know a song and the 5 people that been to a concert. So
listen, K. Michelle is a really good writer, decent singer.
You're gonna put her in a versus against who?
Versus. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't say that. I would Nene Leaks, maybe. I don't know.
Oh,
like I would put
that's awful.
I wouldn't put it in a versus with it.
And what's even more awful is the noisemakers trying to figure out when she's coming in concert and how much the tickets are.
Well, listen, every concert, according to her, because she responded, because there was a lot of backlash to her pulling her titties out. And
did you say there was a lot of backlash?
There was some people that were like, "Why are you out here pulling your titties out?"
Okay, I want you to think about what you just said. There was a lot of backlash because she pulled her titties out. I mean, this is the same one. Isn't this the same one whose booty deflated because she had
I didn't want to bring that up. She's had enough pain.
So she figured out.
I get it now. It's a distraction method. If I pull my boobies out, you won't focus on my deflated butt.
That's what I was thinking. I'm sitting there going, because I had never heard of deflating until I think she was the first one that blew up or something like that. Like,
I'm sure she wasn't the first one, Mama. No.
The first one that I'd heard of,
right?
In the media about a collapsed booty. I mean, that is something to.
Okay. Who among us has not got excited when they got into the barber or the beautician's chair and asked for too much in that particular hair?
No. Don't you dare try to make that comparison.
No,
No, you can't make that comparison. I am sorry, Mr. Norris.
You got in there, you walked in bald-headed.
Nope.
And then you was like, give me the 12-inch long.
No.
And everybody's like, oh my God, that might be too much. And you was like, right, she had a show about it. She's been transparent. This, by the way,
she didn't have a choice.
By the way, fun fact. She is the ex-girlfriend of Idris Elba.
Cold-blooded.
Why is that cold-blooded?
Man, I know he'd be like,
No, he'd be more like, oh, thank God.
That's why I say he dodged a bullet.
maybe she thought because they dubbed him the sexiest man or whatever alive on People magazine or whatever, that she had to accentuate all of her body to make sure.
Are we blaming Idris Elba for this? I don't think Idris Elba is to blame for the inflation of her ass. I don't think that's true.
But you know, she may have been like, I need to make sure that I'm the most.
Okay. I don't know.
Maybe she was trying to show her surgery scars when she was at her concert and she opened up her top and said, "See, this is what happens when you have botched augmentation."
Mama Noise,
Lloyd, what does the headline say? Doesn't the headline say something about knife scarred?
It does not say anything about knife scarred.
Yes, it does.
I don't see anything.
Lloyd, we gonna read what it says.
I don't see anything about knife scarred. Knife scarred. This is just rude.
I'm telling you,
you niggas are rude. The woman is out here. The woman is out here providing service. Okay,
that is not a service. Putting your TOP. What did I call it? TOP, titties on the plate for the people at your concert is not providing a service.
That is providing a service. Some people will never get a chance to see quality titties, and so in her mind, she said, "I'm gonna what."
Are they quality? She just said
to some people, they are.
Well,
quality.
if she got a botched surgery show, then she know that she's showing the people some botched titties. I'm just saying.
Mama Noise, you are being very, very rude tonight.
Just keep your shirt on. You know what I'm saying? It's that simple. If you weren't trying to put the titties on the plate, this wouldn't even be in the conversation.
Okay.
Just go ahead and sing then. Go ahead and sing then.
She did sing. She sang and showed her titties.
That's the part.
She's flexible and she can do multiple things at other times.
Did you say she's flexible and she can do multiple things?
Like, I multitask.
Nope.
I'm going to sing these hits and show you titties in the same concert. All right. I'm moving on from this story because there's love in the air. And this is breaking news, by the way. Shout out to the great Robert Kraft, owner of the Patriots, who just got engaged to this lovely creature. He lost his lovely wife a few years back, and so our thoughts and prayers with him. He married, he's going
from the strip club.
No, she's not from a strip club. Her name is Dana Bloomberg. She's 45. And don't be distracted by the fact that he's 78. That's rude. Don't do that.
I was gonna say he gotta be about 80.
He wants real love. Real love.
You know what? Because you are dragging this out, that means this Tiffany character.
She's beautiful. She's a beautiful girl.
Man, come on.
He's in love.
That face says sucker.
Exactly.
That's not true.
Exactly. Look, see, the chat agrees. He met her at the massage parlor. He got caught in down.
He married her so she can't testify against him.
What? No, that's not the story.
That's hey. They got him out of there real quick, and all of his stuff disappeared where everybody else went to jail.
That's not what happened. They were at a Tommy Hilfiger honoring event, the AMF AR Gala in Palm Beach, and
that's where he got caught in the massage parlor.
What? No. That don't mean she was a part of that.
We don't know. She wasn't a part of that.
I'm not gonna put that on her. She may not have been a part of that.
Lord, was. I agree with Al. She look like
he did buy a 10-carat ring though.
Man, he just transferred it from one of the Super Bowl rings.
So good.
Why are we coming for everybody today? First came Michelle, can't win. Now the girl, the Dana Bloomberg girl, can't win. Y'all just coming for everybody today.
Sucker.
I'm not a Patriots fan, so there's
You
that.
have to be a fan to be happy for the man. He found love. Love on a two-way street.
And I
That
love
look like-
you on my private jet runway.
She looked like his daughter more than she do his wife.
You know, listen, if you invest in yourself like some of these girls have, you want to win. You don't want to be out here losing in these streets. You want to win. For example, like Lars Pippen, you know, she's gone through some things these past few years.
Where do I know that name?
She used to be married to Scottie Pippen.
Oh, yeah.
And she
did all his. Oh, never mind. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say she slept with a few of his friends, trying to, you know, she lost a lick, so she needed to upgrade. So she upgraded because she said, "I can't keep taking these L's." Now I'm not saying she upgraded what she upgraded on. I'll let you be the judge of what the upgrades and improvements may have been. I'm just saying she made some changes. Now
she ain't got no way.
Is this the same person?
Now she denies that there was a Brazilian butt lift. She is saying that did not happen. I'm just heavier now than I used to be.
No. How many women do you know raise their hand and say, "Yeah, it was me. I had a Brazilian butt lift"?
Bruh.
No, listen. She was 100 pounds on the picture on the left, and she's 140 pounds on the picture on the right.
Bruh.
That's the only difference.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Peanut butter, jelly, and cheese don't do that.
I mean, if you work it right, maybe. I don't know.
Bruh.
No, it won't go to where you want it to go.
If you get the right trainer
Nope.
to help you focus on the problem areas.
At her age, Lloyd, poundage and calories are going to land
in the belly,
hips. It ain't gonna hit the buttocks.
Yeah.
So the only way it's gonna hit the buttocks is if it's suctioned out and injected there.
Y'all saying y'all don't believe it's what y'all saying. It feels like y'all claiming y'all don't believe it.
Well,
we absolutely don't believe it.
We have to believe people and take them at their word.
Okay.
Are you serious?
Okay.
If she say that she did not
okay, you remember that.
Lies. I'm saying no, don't do that.
You remember that.
Lies.
Believe what they say. He said it, Mama Noise, right?
Yeah, that's what he said.
We got it on tape.
Mm-hmm.
She said she's had her nose done, she's had her lips done, and that's basically it.
Right. Okay.
What they did when she was unconscious under anesthesia, she has no idea, no clue. She can't testify to that.
Yes, that's her plausible deniability.
That's what she said.
Plausible deniability. I was not aware or nor conscious when they were doing what they were doing. However, I agree.
And the first picture is from 5 years ago. So a lot can happen in 5 years.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Mama Noise, you froze up. We didn't hear nothing you said.
We didn't hear not one word of what you said.
We saw your hand go like.
I just said I agree with Chad that said her trainer is Dr. Miami.
I don't. You know what? Chad's been real.
Yeah, there's certain things Peloton can't do.
I'm just saying.
Might want to be careful with Peloton because
they got their own problems right now. They got so much
Facts.
litigation.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they ain't got time to listen to.
And they're trying to keep them being bought out because somebody's trying to buy them.
So there's a story that I avoided last week that I'm going to bring up now. I have more information now. And that's why you can't rush out a story. You got to be patient. So UFC fighter Cain Velasquez got arrested last week for whooping somebody's ass. And so everybody was like, man, why did Cain do that? They said it was attempted murder. And I was like, man, that seems way off. Well, the rest of the story is that he's still facing, attempted murder charges. But apparently, the person in question that he was trying to kill was the parents was Harry Galarte. And Harry Galarte, I guess, let's see. We'll just read it. How about that? According to San Jose Police Department statement of fact, Velasquez followed the parents of 43-year-old Harry Galarte from their home as they were picking up Galarte, who last week was arrested and charged with molesting a close underage relative of Velasquez. So that's why he wanted to kill the guy. So after the parents picked up Galarte, Velasquez continued following them and shot into the vehicle. Velasquez was able to close the distance and ram the Silverado with his Ford at an intersection before firing several shots with a .40 caliber pistol. He did not hit his target as he struck Galarte's stepfather. Now, Galarte himself is facing a felony count of lewd and lascivious acts with a child under the age of 14. But that's why he did it. It wasn't that he just randomly out here trying to kill people. They molested somebody in his family, and he was like, okay. I have an answer for that.
I get it, but now what?
Right. Wrong decision. Obviously the wrong decision.
I definitely get it, and I'm sure they will be somewhat merciful and lenient, but you're guilty of attempted murder, wanton endangerment.
Yeah.
So
you just changed the whole situation forever, bro.
So I do get it. And we already know that athletes in UFC aren't paid very well. So
well, I look at it from a different perspective. That, as parents, when your child tells you something and you just hearing something like that, you just go blank. You just become numb or dumbfounded and just react like, okay, I wasn't there to protect you from this particular incident, but I'm finna fix it.
And this isn't his child. Let me be clear. It doesn't. The story does not say that this was his child. This was a relative's child. It doesn't.
And surely that'll be taken in consideration. He was enraged, temporary insanity due to emotional trauma, whatever the defense is going to use. So that I totally understand. So
I have a feeling that he's not going to receive the depth of the penalty that he probably would have gotten had he murdered somebody. Because the guy's father got shot, it's probably going to be like, okay, we got to give you something. We can't just let you off the hook. But
he's definitely going to get wanton endangerment for that.
Right.
Is the father is he in danger of his life, or
the Galati person is probably in danger of his life? Like, he probably still wants to kill the Galati person, but he's fine. I mean, the father's probably fine. The father had nothing to do with what the son did.
But, like I said, your mind is blank, and here he goes firing off bullets into a car where one of the people is who you're after. That doesn't mean you're going to get the person who you're after.
No. I agree with what you're saying. I'm saying he's gonna. It's gonna just probably come down to they're gonna like you said, Al said, like wanton endangerment. I would think it'll probably plead down to that. I don't think it'll be attempted murder. That sounds aggressive as a charge.
I'm sure the prosecutor
although it is attempted murder.
Yeah, prosecution will throw it out there, but it probably won't stick. Grand jury may not even indict on it. And
I don't know.
Learned a few days ago that doesn't mean much. I'm sure Uncle Benny will discuss that on Wednesday because
we have one last story for today, and And it's the saddest story of the entire day. If I'm being there's two stories. I apologize. I forgot one of the stories. One of the stories is that the people at McDonald's that work on the ice cream machines, they are pissed.
So now we're talking about fairy tales and Smurfs and unicorns and
What do you mean?
The people that work on the ice cream
machine.
They do. There are people that work on the ice cream machines.
I don't know who they are because the ice cream machine is guaranteed to be down anytime you go to a McDonald's.
Okay, and you know what? The people that have those machines, they are not happy about that because they're saying y'all out here in these streets talking about that we always down. So they filed a legal action against
McDonald's.
Well, no. The ice cream machine filed a lawsuit against McDonald's.
That's what I'm saying.
Making derogatory remarks through false advertisement, talking about their ice cream machine always down.
Did you say the ice cream machine was filing charges?
Their beef is not with us. Their beef is with their person that uses their equipment and always telling us that it's not.
Well, and that's right. They're right. The name of the company is Kitsch, and they're filing a $900 million lawsuit for defamation because McDonald's is out here in this street saying that y'all got us out here looking crazy, like it's our fault that people can't get ice cream.
Are they trying to say it's user error?
I mean,
I did see a story. I dare say a documentary. They did do a documentary on this ice cream machine, and oftentimes it is a sequence of punching the correct buttons that has caused the malfunction. So it is user error oftentimes.
Which I can believe. Because many of us have seen the type of employee that has worked at McDonald's, and you can say, yeah, they probably didn't get it right.
When I was a teenager, I don't remember there being so many problems with it. Maybe it's because they went from real ice cream. Could be they went from real ice cream to that old funky yogurt.
That's what I'm saying. It might not be the same machine. The one that they have now that they've been telling everybody don't work. Kitsch is like, oh, y'all just gonna tell? So y'all trying to blame? I'm the mother. Y'all gonna blame it on me?
No, ma'am. You can't just yank the top off and dump a pouch in there. You have to hit this button and this button.
Right. So they're like, okay, we'll fix y'all. So they suing them for $900 million. All the money they lost by ice cream not being sold. They're like, we gonna get our money back.
I'm gonna tell you, they have a point because they have been labeled as notorious for having raggedy ice cream machine.
Well, that brings up a new meaning to this. See what I did there?
No.
Cool. Yeah, I got it.
$900 million. Ooh. That's a lot of money.
That's a whole lot of ice cream.
Now, they're not going to get $900 million. Let's be real.
No, they're not. They just reach for the highest number.
They said, listen.
Or they just need to do, you know what they need to do? They just need to get a whole nother ice cream machine from somebody else.
You would think if it
was
McDonald's. Yeah, if you would think it was the equipment, then McDonald's would sever that.
Right, like y'all stuff don't work. So we could go a different route.
And why all these years, instead of just telling folks how raggedy this ice cream machine is, if it was so simple, they should have just switched it out and got.
Well, they got a problem. They're gonna have to account for this $900 million. So they're gonna have to settle out of court probably.
They ain't have to settle. They the biggest hamburger producer, fast food in the world.
You still gonna have to pay us our money. You're not gonna be out in the streets telling people that it's our fault that you ninjas in there can't work the machine.
The damage has been done.
All right, our final story is a sad one to me.
You said that the ice cream was sad.
No, then he said, "Oh no, two more."
Yeah, I had two stories left, but then I went to this. Is the sad.
If you recognize the picture,
well, listen, it's sad because I'm tired of it. I'm tired of these remakes.
Oh.
I'm tired of it. And I even like the guy that they're trying to do, but I've never seen him. Like, I saw him play basketball. I don't whatever.
Oh my God.
But I don't like it. I don't like the remakes. But anyway, Jack Harlow is playing the character that Woody Harrelson played in White Man Can't Jump. They're remaking White Man Can't Jump. I don't like it.
I thought it was a rumor.
No, it's not a rumor. It's official. I don't like it.
Well, they better hope he stays out long enough.
What?
And see, he gonna say, "I didn't know this might."
The murder case here is not settled.
But he didn't do it. According to,
but a member of his entourage that was allowed entrance into the facility because of his association with said artists, which allowed this member to gain access with a weapon. So, but nonetheless.
Well, there's been a rash of movie remakes.
Oh my gosh, I've had it up to here
that are coming. And so, can I just give you a list of the ones that are coming? In
no,
22.
You got a list?
I have a list. Y'all remember Firestarter that kind of helped to propel Drew Barrymore back in the day?
Is that Stephen King?
Yes, that's Stephen King. Yes. They're doing a remake of that this year. They're doing a remake of or Cheaper by the Dozen. They're doing a black version with I guess I don't know how black it is because it's got Gabrielle Union and Zach Braff, so I guess it's gonna be like a mixed couple type situation.
Blended family.
Yeah. They're doing a remake of Salem's Lot.
Dang. What are they trying to pick up horror and think they're gonna reignite it?
I didn't like the original Salem's Lot, so I don't know how this is.
Let's play a game. Let's play a game. Let's play a game.
Okay.
In the remake of Cheaper by the Dozen.
Yes.
Will any of the kids have gender fluid characteristics?
Without
see that there?
Without question.
Yeah.
Without question. To pay homage to her child.
Yep.
They're doing a live action
Pinocchio.
Yep, it's gonna star Tom Hanks.
That's you know what's real crazy about what you said about the cheaper by the dozen. Okay, cheaper by the dozen. I was just watching a video on YouTube over the weekend, and it was Dwayne Wade's first wife, the baby's mama.
All right.
I think she's the mother of both of the boys. And she said it was an interview, a snippet of her interview. And she said that her son only started acting weird. She called it weird. He started acting different when he started spending more time with Gabrielle. She said all of a sudden they start dressing alike. She said he's 3. How does he know at 3? Listen,
Mama Noise, let's leave it alone.
Okay.
Let's leave it alone.
I'm just saying, I just happened to be watching that. And then
I know. Let's leave it alone.
Okay. All right.
Because this type of truth people aren't ready for yet. Matter of fact, we'll make that into a whole nother show. How about that? Top Gun is one that's happening this year.
No.
Well, it's not really a remake as much as it is supposed to be a extension of the original.
With Tom Cruise?
With Tom Cruise. He'll be in it.
There's a cameo or something, and some other dude is going to be the lead actor?
No, he's in it. He's just in it. I mean, I don't know. He's in it.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of what else. House party. I mentioned house party, right?
And what, pray tell? Oh, didn't we go over the? Oh, we're gonna talk about it another day. We talked about who was gonna be in the movie, and no, I think it was in production. We talked about who was gonna be in the movie, and we was like, "Are you serious? These are the people that's gonna be in the remake for a house party." This generation doesn't even know anything about a house party.
Let's see. I can tell you who it is. Who's going to be in it?
I think Bill Bellamy,
Jacob Lattimore, DC Young Fly,
mm.
Melvin Gregg, Jorge Lindenborg, Rotimi, Karen Obilium, Alan Maldonado. Alan Maldonado is from the what is the name of the show? The Wonder Years, by the way. Just FYI, if anybody was wondering. Bill Bellamy is going to be in that one. So
I don't know anybody you just said. It sound like you just called off a grocery list or something.
you know what? You don't have to shade people like that. That's not necessary. You've been shading people all day. First,
We don't know any of those people.
Well, this is what's happening.
They need to call it the new house party instead of just leaving it as house party.
Well, just come up with an original story.
Exactly.
Right. I don't understand why we can't come up with original stories anymore. Like, why is this so hard?
Is Bill Bellamy gonna play Robin Harris?
I don't know.
You can't.
They don't tell you all that.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Chad.
Yeah, I swear, Princess Noise. I feel like Joan. What was his name? Joan Crawford. Well, that was the character's name.
No more wire hangers.
Yeah, no more remakes. No more reboots.
For real.
It feels awfully lazy. I'm just
Let
saying.
me throw this out there because it just caught my attention.
Okay, talk
I
to
don't
me.
know if anybody will catch it. I've been struggling with the placement of my head and my hat.
Okay.
My hair is actually a mess, but on the side of my hat, if those of you who follow politics, that is the actual Russian war symbol.
Oh, wow.
I do not wear this in agreement with Russia's stance against Ukraine. This is actually a Zephyr hat, and that is also their logo. But I'm struggling right now because it is exactly, although it's not tilted, but the letter Z is a symbolic for pro-Russian war against Ukraine.
Wow. Okay.
Wow. Okay, I had no idea.
I didn't know either. You've educated me today.
I caught a glimpse of it. It was like, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no.
Oh my gosh.
And I know, Mr. Musician, I didn't hit all them notes correct. I know.
They were fine. They were fine.
Mama knows I know. You ain't got to make no face. I know.
They were fine. All right. Again, church.
We'll be off the show and y'all be sitting at the dinner table. Be like, do you hear that shit Alan did today?
No, we would
no.
I retired.
Lies.
It's not lies. I don't say nothing to you when you say no more.
What?
Church announcements. Tomorrow, Benny Ivory's joining us. Uncle Benny. We're gonna talk about Breonna Taylor. Wednesday, B. Michelle, the brand coach, is going to join us and talk about branding in these United States of America. So we're gonna get into that. What else we got? Hold on. Just wait. Just hold on.
Thursday.
Yeah, there it is. Mama knows I got this. Thursday morning. Not at the 8 o'clock time, but at the regular time of Talkin Noise. The thought engineer Derek Smith is going to join us. We're going to ask him questions specifically related to the black man. So we'll get into that. And then, of course, our Charlie Ward, we're going to take a victory lap on Thursday afternoon, 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central Time is what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, I can't forget the 5 on Wednesday. So don't forget the 5 this Wednesday. There you go. Those are your church announcements. Please govern yourself accordingly.
Show your noise schedule.
Govern yourself accordingly. I did hear from Cuz Noise. He said he's going to start putting up pictures at some point. So I don't know if we're going to show him here, but we'll see him. If you're a friend of Cuz Noise, then you can see the pictures. So I would say make a friend request and see what happens.
Tell him we don't want no picture of his black ass. And we don't want no picture of cemeteries.
We don't want pictures of cemetery. I don't want to see that.
He's gonna give us some pictures of cemeteries. You can
That'll
believe
be that'll be the first one he sees.
Oh my gosh.
I have zero interest in seeing pictures of cemetery.
Yeah, I don't. But see, when we talk about it on the show, all of a sudden it changes the algorithm to my YouTube channel.
You start getting like requests from morticians or something?
No, I start all of a sudden talking about, do you want to see where Michael Jackson's mausoleum is? What? Have you ever thought of where his mausoleum? How about, do you want to know where the different grave sites that you can't visit are?
I'm going to offend Jay Joyner right now. I'm over here in Louisville, Kentucky, and I've never desired to go see Muhammad Ali's gravesite.
Me either.
And by the way, I want to clear up a story we reported earlier. Dana Bloomberg, the fiance of Robert Kraft, is not a stripper. She is a foremost, as this story is telling me, associate professor of ophthalmology at the New York Presbyterian Hospital.
And how did
she
earn
her own money?
How did she earn her way through school?
She specializes in glaucoma and cataract.
I knew it. I said,
but again, how did she earn her way through school, med school?
Hard work and dedication to the craft.
You said that right. Dedication to the craft.
We are not going to defame this woman. We
dedication.
Cash.
Dedication to the Robert Kraft.
No. Miss Bloomberg.
Kraft.
Miss Bloomberg, the thoughts of your former education and or career activities are not reflective of Noise Media.
When she got rid of the glaucoma, she leaned over and put her blessings to say, "Can you see now? Can you see better now?"
That may be true. She said, "Do you see how beautiful I am?"
No, it wasn't even all that.
See all the sexiness?
It was like, as I write this check, you mind if I put a little tip on here for you? No, Mr. Kraft, I don't.
That's not what happened.
What a tip.
That's not what happened.
What the hell?
The girl got her own money, Al. She makes money. She didn't need his money.
Listen, don't get it twisted, Noise. You know that when she found out she had him as a client or as a patient, please believe.
Cha-ching, bye-bye student loans.
Here's why I disagree with y'all. Nobody sees a 78-year-old man and be like, "Oh my God, he's so sexy."
No, you're right.
A 78-year-old man.
He's not just
you
a
see the $78 billion net worth.
At some point, you're gonna have to look at 78-year-old balls.
And
what was the actress? Music star that had the old billionaire.
Music star.
The one who had the blonde hair and was trying to act like Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, that was Anna Nicole.
Yeah, Anna Nicole. Exactly.
Yeah, but she did build her career on stripping and showing the titties. This girl actually went to school and got a degree.
But somebody had to pay for it.
But somebody said, "Girl, don't you miss out on this billionaire?"
See, you wouldn't know, Lloyd. You've never been to a strip club and heard the stories about, oh, I'm just doing this to get through college.
That has been Lloyd seen Players Club.
That has been a line for many, many years.
Or the waitress that's got a picture of her 3 kids on the book where she takes you. Oh no, these are my 3 kids. They're at home starving, needing braces, and trying to get.
That might not be Dana's testimony. Dana might have just did this legit. She might have been like,
Well,
"I'm about to cure this glaucoma."
Shout out to Dana, taking one for the team.
She said, "I'm gonna cure this glaucoma and this backup."
Hey, listen. She like, I'm finna be on the upgrade.
Oh, we're sorry, Ron. We didn't mean to be talking about your usher board.
Y'all brutal, man. This show is brutal. The listeners of this show are brutal.
Listen, we are merely talking about the evidence.
I'm going to start putting a disclaimer at the beginning of this show. This show is strictly for comedy purposes only.
Because the last time he was in the news.
Do you want to put us in that box? Do you?
For legal purposes, I may have to.
I just want to stick to the opinions expressed on this podcast.
I mean, I was very upset.
Each individual.
I was very upset the last time he was in the news because all those massage workers got thrown in jail, but his did not see one day inside jail at the last time.
That's why the story is suspect. If it wasn't for that, y'all wouldn't be saying nothing. Y'all would think that Dana and Robert's situation was noble and honorable. But no, just because a man wanted to get a happy ending, now everybody got suspect tendencies.
Mama Noise, you ever been to traffic court?
Traffic court? Yeah.
Lloyd, you ever been to traffic court?
I have.
You ever noticed that everybody that's guilty are the ones that showed up without a lawyer?
That's true.
The ones that showed up with the lawyer, all of a sudden it's defective equipment.
Facts.
Yeah.
Or the lawyer shows up without the person even being there. They just
Or those that show up with a lawyer, the arresting or officer doesn't show up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
noticed it.
Same applies.
I didn't even think that was possible.
Oh, you're talking about the flies and Robert Kraft?
Yes.
Well, that's probably true.
That was my analogy.
So what was it that was faulty at the massage parlor?
He showed up with a lawyer and it got reduced to defective equipment.
What was defective?
The joke was right there.
Right there. You had no choice. You had no choice.
Of course he did.
Oh, because you know that don't work. You know it.
Your Honor, I asked her to do it, but it didn't work right. So technically, I didn't really receive any service.
Oh my gosh! Stop.
Case dismissed.
Stop it.
But that is not Dana's testimony. Dana is a good, clean, and wholesome girl. I'll give Dana all the credit. She did it the right way. Literally.
Okay.
She did it her way.
Well, okay. Maybe she did honorably. Maybe, like Eve. Eve crossed paths with Wolfgang or whatever his name was, and then blow, she was married to a white billionaire.
Why you gotta accentuate the white?
But is he old enough to be her granddaddy?
No.
Exactly.
No, that dude is old enough to be. Yeah, you're right. Her granddaddy.
I guarantee you, he got
What is
kids.
the difference in age? 80 and 47?
Is she 47?
She don't look 47.
She's 47. They've been dating for 2 years. Or 3 years.
For real.
I like what Chad said. The New England Patriots' new sponsor next year is Blue Chews.
They only have a 33-year-old difference. That's not,
Only?
That's only 3 decades.
Only 3 decades.
Let's put this in perspective, Lloyd. That's 7 presidents. There's a difference of 7 presidents.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so he voted for Roosevelt and she voted for Clinton. I don't understand what the just saying. Love has found each other. Y'all heard of May December romances? Well, this is January to next January romance.
No, I don't think you could give it that. It's got to be
like January to 3 decades later January.
No.
They're in love.
No.
She said yes.
She said 3 decades.
33 years. It's 3 decades.
But you know what? We may be saying this prematurely. Because, to me, people like that will say, let's get married, put the ring on it, and then it'll be another 10 years.
I see. Papa. I want to go to the candy store. You got any money? Papa.
Oh, man. We're never going to get to that. There goes the Robert Kraft deal.
Oh, my God.
Won't no deal with him in the first place, if I have anything to say about it.
Well, congratulations to Robert and Dana.
Dana, yes. Support them, Mama Noah. Support them.
No, I can't do that.
May they have many. Well,
okay, well, can't say that.
Can't say.
Is this our first marriage? Is this our first marriage?
At 4, probably. She's probably been in school for 8 years, so subtract that from.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if this is a first marriage. That's the question I have. Dana Bloomberg. Shout out to Dana. It does
be related to somebody, Bloomberg, somebody more affluent. Their last name doesn't sound common.
I mean, they living their best life. Age ain't nothing but a number.
Nope.
Age
with a bunch of zeros behind it.
Nope. Once we found out the origin of that song, listen.
Yeah. I can't hear that song saying
age ain't nothing but a number, but about 6 zeros and some commas. So
I can't unhear it.
Well, she's trending right now.
I wonder.
How bad she is trending.
Man.
But remember, Mariah Carey was engaged to a billionaire as well, and she kept that engagement ring, and then I think she pawned it.
She didn't pawn it.
I think that's how she paid for the honeymoon.
I was gonna say, I remember that she did pawn that ring.
She didn't pawn. You pawn things that you intend on going back to pick up. She had no intention of going back to pick that up. So you sold that ring.
Okay, we'll take that. But when I heard the article, I just swore up and down they said pawn.
Well, they were probably just trying. Yeah.
Okay.
Dana's got some game, y'all. She really has some game. She
ran game.
No, not ran. No.
My bad.
I say
she ran game.
I say she ran game. She's got some game. She graduated in 2000, medical school. She's been a doctor for the last 21 years. She's won a couple of awards.
Mm-hmm.
She's ain't no Rudy. She's out here. She's out here in these streets.
If they met at a Tommy Hilfiger event, so she must have been a high social.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you're out here, working on glaucoma, that probably puts you in some good conversation.
Yeah, she was probably there because she performed the same procedure on Tommy. So,
or she may have performed it on Robert. That's how they fell in love. I can't believe you got rid of this glaucoma. I love you. I love you too, Robert.
I've never seen somebody so beautiful. Well, Mr. Kraft, you've never seen this clearly in a long time.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
You haven't seen this clearly in a long time.
I see what you mean.
Oh my gosh. I can see clearly now the rain is gone.
I thought for sure you were going to glaucoma. Why did you go glaucoma? The joke was the glaucoma. I can see clearly now glaucoma's gone. I can move all the cataracts out my way. That's the song, Mama Noise.
You are the comedian, not me. Uh-oh.
All right, we gotta get out of here. I've enjoyed this tremendously today. This wonderful, in case you missed it, Monday. Shout out. Oh, one other thing. Shout out to all the noisemakers that sent a little birthday love this weekend. I sure appreciate y'all. And it will go to a good cause. I need the noisemakers to pray. There's some things happening and bubbling underneath the surface. This could really be a historic week. It could be. But I need y'all to pray. Pray to the Lord. Can y'all do that for us? We would appreciate that as a company. It's bubbling right underneath the surface.
No, because we opened up the show talking about bubble guts. So let's
Let's
find another bubbling.
We're at the
There's some things happening.
We're at the precipice of some really amazing things. So just pray. That's all we ask you to do. If y'all can do that for us, we sure would appreciate it. All right, and with that being said, come through tomorrow, y'all. We're gonna have a good show. Uncle Benny.
Yeah. Pull up on me.
That's really all I need to say. Uncle Benny. It's gonna be good. How can it not be? It's Uncle Benny. All right. All right, people. Love y'all. Peace.
We're talking.